guerrilla campaign against the Nigerian government began. For 12 days, a small but determined force battled the Nigerian army. His key allies Samuel Owunoro, Nottingham Dick, George Amangala, and others fought fearlessly. But eventually, the federal forces, the mighty federal forces, under General Aguiyi and then Eastern Region Governor Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, overpowered them and arrested them. Side note, Ojukwu himself will go on to declare Biafra a year later, that's in 1967, proving that Boro was ahead of his time in challenging the Nigerian state. Isaac Boro was captured and convicted for treason. He and his allies were to be unalived by hanging, but he never wavered. He was not scared. He famously said, and I quote, "There is nothing wrong with Nigeria but the lack of mercy in our activities," end of quote. In a surprise turn, the Gowon administration granted Boro amnesty in May 1967. Not only that, he was commissioned as a major in the Nigerian army, joining the 3rd Commando Division led by Colonel Benjamin Adekunle. Boro now commanded a unit of 1,000 fighters from River State, and many of them familiar with the creeks, the mangroves, and the swamps in the delta. Their unit, known as the Sea School Boys, helped reclaim towns like Opobo, Andoni, Obodo, Oranga, Buguma, and more. They were crucial in early victories of the Nigerian side in the Civil War. But Isaac Boro's journey ended too soon. In 1968, at the age of 29, Boro was unalived under mysterious circumstances near Okrika. Official reports indicate that he died in combat, but many believe he was assassinated. His death is still debated, with some speculating about political tensions, internal military power struggles as potential causes. In his memoir, the 5th and 12th Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo wrote that Isaac Boro was unalived by a retreating rebel soldier during a private visit. For me, that's story for the gods. Some believe that Boro was unalived by his own division, that's the 3rd Marine Commando Division led by Colonel Benjamin Adekunle. So he won't be able to continue with his fight, for a sovereign state, having declared an independent Niger Delta before the Civil War. In 2013, his remains were exhumed from the Ikoyi Cemetery in Lagos and reburied with honor at the Joe Heroes Park in Yenegua, Bayelsa State. His legacy lives on. He inspired a whole generation to speak up for the oppressed, to fight for resource control, to challenge injustice no matter the odds. The Ijaw people continue to call for his recognition as a national hero, a symbol of bravery, justice, and self-determination. Isaac Boro was a visionary. He was a revolutionary. He was a patriot whose fight for justice for the Niger Delta laid the foundation for the conversations and reactions we are still having today about equity, inclusion, and justice in Nigeria. So the next time someone talks about Nigeria's heroes, remember the lion of the Niger Delta, the man who dared to roar. Died at 29, immortal in spirit. Today his name still echoes in the Niger Delta activism story. still very relevant. He roared for justice, and we still hear him. Major Isaac Jasper Adaka Boro, the lion of the Niger Delta, the first to say enough is enough. If you've never heard his name before, now you have. Share your story, tag someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to follow me for more short stories about the legends of the Niger Delta. My name is Bodhi Judith Roberts. You can call me the narrator or the storyteller. Thanks for listening to my story.